This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Before we jump into a traditional draft for Throne of Eldraine, which means best of three, I want to remind everyone my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on their logo below here on Twitch and on the link in the description below on YouTube. It'll take you to their store. They'll know I sent you there, and you can find all kinds of awesome stuff there. So check them out. So let's go ahead and jump into here. I mean, I've only done 3 drafts of this format so far. So I don't know what my favorite is yet. I know it says 6 drafts, but 3 of those were sealed. So Ironcrag Pyromancer is like an absurdly good card. Thanks for the follow, email. It is a build-around card, but I think it's so good that you still take it with the first pick. Like, you know, you have to be drawing multiple cards consistently. And by multiple, I mean 1 extra one on turns. But even if you just do it once with this thing, you're kind of in business. Like, imagine if it was a 3-mana 0/4 that does 3 to any target. That'd be a really good card. And it's better than that because it does it over and over and over again. And I don't think it's a particularly hard pick here. You know, Grumgully and Searing Barrage are nice, but they're not anywhere near as good as the Pyromancer. So Pyromancer it is. Well, so, man, this isn't a great pack. It's an okay one, but there's not a lot I'm excited about here. So Redcap Raiders is fine, but I don't think it's like so good. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I do like Moonlit Scavenger's okay, but not second. Like, I don't want to take with the second pick any of these cards. Now, Lucky Clover is a pretty cool build around, but it's like a pretty intense build around. So yeah, it's yeah. Man, mediocrity. So we have an unplayable rare. This is pretty much unplayable. This is an intense build around. These are both fine. These are both, this is fine, don't really want that. These are both fine. Red cards. I guess maybe I just take the red card. Because all of these cards are kind of on the same level as Redcap Raiders, I feel like. And yeah, so I think I'm going to take the Raiders. I might as well, I mean, the red card's not exciting, but neither is anything else in this pack. So let's do it. Here's another card that has payoffs for drawing stuff, but there's also a Mysterious Pathlighter, which I think is a really good card. Savvy Hunter's not bad either. I think I take the Pathlighter here. Yeah. It's a lot better than the Wolverine. It's an adventure payoff, but it has a very reasonable floor since it's still a 3-mana 2/2 flyer, you know, so not usually disappointed with that. Where's the card draw, you know? 7 Dwarves, number 1. That doesn't seem terrible. The white cards here, like, you know, they're all fine. Blue cards here, you know, Runaway Together is fine. But lots of fine is what we're seeing. So, I'm going to go with the Dwarves. Picking up the first Dwarves doesn't seem like a bad plan. Okay, well, here's a card that draws us extra cards, which are Pyromancer really wants us to be doing, and the white cards here aren't that good, and this is pretty decent. You know, Queen of Ice and Malevolent Noble are fine too, but I think if we can draw extra cards, that's what we're going to want to be doing. And here's an opt. We're passing some mediocre stuff to take an opt, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, Ironcrag was pack 1, pick 1. You got it. You are correct. Another opt. Should I just go all in on this? Sure. I haven't gotten to play this deck yet, so it would be pretty fun. Okay. So I don't love Crystal Slipper. The best card in this pack is probably the Smitten Swordmaster. Well, maybe it's actually Rosethorn Acolyte. I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to take the red card, even though it's not the most exciting one. It is fine. Yeah, let's do it. See what happens. Okay, another opt. Should we just go all in? Mystic Sanctuary, being able to get back these cards is pretty good, actually. I might like it more than a third opt. I think I'm going to go with the Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, so Fairy Guide Mother, Jousting Mummy, Dummy, Jousting Mummy. I mean, the Dummy might actually make the cut if we're desperate. The Guide Mother is white. We do have one other white card. I think I'll take the white card just in case. It's another Sanctuary, but I think I'd rather have Runaway Together. There's another Runaway Together. Sure. Yeah, Ferocity of the Wilds, if maybe. You know, Fling's not terrible, so. Okay. I do like Embrace Shieldbreaker. It seems like it's a 2-for-1 so frequently that I kind of like that. Bake into a Pie would be the pick here. Pack one, pick one. Yeah, I think I would draft 4 ops too if I was like deep into a blue-red deck that actually had payoffs. The one payoff we have is Strong, but we don't have any other ones yet. But yeah, Bake into a Pie is pretty good. Is it good enough that I want to sort of move away from what we're doing? I don't think so. Let's go with the Shieldbreaker. Into the Story does draw us a bunch of cards, but it's super expensive if you're not milling your opponent, and right now that doesn't seem to be our plan. Trapped in the Tower is pretty good. I think there's a chance we end up back in white one way or another, or splashing white maybe, because we're seeing good white cards, and the red cards here and the blue cards here aren't especially good. So I think I am going to take Trapped in the Tower. I mean, you know, if I could cast this easily, it would be pretty good. If I could make this cost 4, it would be pretty good. And I don't, you know, the Secret Keeper's okay-ish, but I don't like it very much on the whole. Brimstone Trebuchet. We have 1 night so far. Let's take Trapped in the Tower. Bognati's pretty good, so is Out Muscle, but I think we're just going to go ahead and take Searing Barrage here. It's a nice spell. Where's my card draw at, you know? Blue just does not seem that open. Like, I think there's a real chance we end up in red-white, which would be kind of disappointing, but what are you going to do? Because the white cards here are a lot better than the red cards for us. I mean, you know, Raging Redcap and Ogre Errant would be good if we have a bunch of knights, but, you know, I'm not sure we're going to end up there. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take Silver Flame Squire here. It's a nice 2-drop. It's not that hard to get 2-for-1s with it, and I like that. I always like that. Okay, Tome Raider, probably what we take here. Sets up our draw, you know, engine stuff, even though, again, we would really like to see some more payoffs for drawing cards. As I say that, we get Mantle of Tides, which is one, but it's not that good of one. Witching Well and Queen of Ice are both solid. This does draw us cards, so maybe we just go for it there. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't seem like we're a super aggressive deck, but I might still just want Rimrock Knight here. Yeah. Okay, the second dwarf. I think we take it. And how many non-humans do we have in this thing? You're not human. You are. You're not. You're not. You're not. Well, I think we have enough that the River Turtle's probably fine. Better than the Trebuchet. Secret Keeper or Trebuchet? I'm going to lean Trebuchet there. So Tiny's not bad. God. Yeah, Mantle of Tides is kind of nice, but it's not as much of a trick as people think it is because it's already in play. You know, so your opponent knows what's going to happen, or could happen at least, and they can plan for that. I'll take the Monitor here. Bargain's an okay-ish trick. Man, If he were even in just one of our colors, I think we would go full on into being a deck that could play him, but we don't have any of his colors. We've taken cards in the 3 colors that he's not, so that's kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? That's how things go. Hi, Solomon. Okay, so Merchant of the Veil is really good if you have like a bunch of draw payoffs, and we do not. I don't really think I want to take him over Slaying Fire, basically. Like, if I had like 4 payoffs for drawing cards, like good ones, I'd probably take him, but I don't. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take the really, really, really good removal spell instead. So that's where we're going to go. Another Searing Barrage. What's our curve looking like? It looks okay, yeah. Pretty low, actually. I think we can probably afford to take another Searing Barrage here. Yeah. Scorching Dragonfire, Frogify. Yeah, I think we take the Dragonfire. Okay, Sir Eleonora. You know, this pack has like, it has all the things we want. It's got a decent removal, a good removal spell even. 2 cards that draws cards, 3 actually, counting Sir Eleonora. I think we take Sir Eleonora over the rest. It's not as cheap and good at drawing us cards, but it's a better card overall, and it still draws us cards, so I'm down. And it's sort of a draw card payoff as well, because it gets bigger the more cards you have in here. Now we'll take a Merchant of the Veil, I think. Yeah. Here, I think we're going to take a Tome Raider. You know, it's kind of awkward. We didn't end up with, probably not running Fling. We didn't end up with any other draw payoffs, and I don't think we're going to. You know, the one we did pass, I don't regret really. But I think our deck's probably okay, even if we're not going crazy with the draw payoffs. Yeah, so I'll take a Tome Raider here. I don't really want Fling or Secret Keeper or Weapon Rack or Signpost Scarecrow. I'll take the Secret Keeper. It's his best of 3. It's not the worst sideboard card. Another Rimrock Knight? Sure. Another Merchant of the Veil? Sure. Really is odd we didn't end up with any other payoffs. But such things do happen sometimes. I just have 1 second card draw payoff. Opt number 3 or Tome Raider number 3. I'm going to go with Tome Raider. And how good's Joust in our deck? I think in the end we actually ended up with a decent number of knights, but other than them, I don't think we have that many large creatures, which, yeah. So I think we take another Rimrock. Yeah, I mean, our deck's basically just a blue-red, kind of aggro deck, honestly, that has a really good payoff for drawing cards in it, and may or may not, you know, get it. So there's some easy cuts here, luckily. Like, I don't think we're going to want Barge In, or Crystal Slipper, or Corridor Monitor. Or do we have enough knights in the end for Brimstone Trebuchet? We've got 4. I think that's all we have. They're all right here. Now we have 5. I don't think it's a super easy cut because, yeah. But, yeah. So I think we have enough removal. We don't really need So Tiny. It's not going to be great in our deck. Mistford River Turtle seems decent. We have very few humans in our deck. We can probably go down at least 1 Runaway Together, and maybe we just go down both of them. Yeah, I kind of think I do. 1 more cut. One more. So coming back to the Trebuchet. I mean, it's also kind of worth cutting maybe these guys. They're not going to be, you know, we didn't end up with like 3 or 4. We ended up with 2. So, so maybe we cut the dwarves, honestly. I mean, we have enough 2-drops. Granted, these aren't 2-drops who can trade, so maybe that matters. It's probably the Trebuchet. Yeah, all right. I think that works for me. Okay. Let's just hope we get to lightning bolt a bunch of people with our pyromancer. And like I said, I don't think this deck is like horrible, even in the absence of the payoffs we got. It's just, you know, kind of a blue-red aggro type deck that has a bunch of card draw, which isn't a bad place to be, I don't think. Alright, so... Wow. One blue mana, and this hand would be fine. It might still be a keep, because we're on the draw, and we do have a removal spell, so I don't think it's the worst keep ever, but man. No, I think we have to mulligan. That's a lot better. Yeah, so let's put a mountain. Alright, so we're going to be opting. We already have a 2-drop. And yeah, so, and then a 3-drop. So I don't think we're like desperate there to, yeah. We've got 3 Rimrock Knights in this bad boy, so I think sometimes we'll just be able to run people over. Alright, so let's attack with him. Alright, so then we'll play our Raiders. I feel like if they use a kill spell on, yeah, well, okay, that's a pretty efficient one in this situation, actually. So I don't feel as good about them using that one. Okay, so now we don't need to play our Mystic Sanctuary yet. We might have had to, depending on how things went, but because we need the 5 mana on turn 5, but now I don't think we have to. This isn't the ideal Rimrock Knight deck, but like, you know, you're usually in like a super aggro deck for him to be at his best, but I'll, you know, like I said, I'll take it. I'm kind of hoping they play something we can kill with our Dragonfire. Man, what is our opponent doing? I'm a little scared, actually. Just over there making food and stuff. All right, so let's attack. They're going to flash something in. No, they're going to take 3. So their deck's probably a control deck that plans on trying to use food to stabilize, which kind of looks like what they're going to do. So I haven't gotten to play her yet. Right now, she's a 5 mana 4/4 that's difficult to kill. That also draws us a card. So, okay, double Searing Barrage. We got all the removal plus the Mystic Sanctuary. I don't hate that. Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of food. Luckily, we can just kill him and swing, which is the plan for sure. So we go Searing Barrage. Then we attack. Then, do we put Searing Barrage back on top? I don't hate that idea. More red mana would be good, because we could, you know, potentially cast both of those. Okay. Malevolent Noble. What a surprise. So, I think we just go for the kill on this guy. I think there's a... I guess if they have a trick, they're going to have to use it. And maybe it's just better, because there's a chance they have the trick that pumps their guy like +5/+5 or whatever. If they can sack a food. And if they have that, I can still kill it in response. So what I could do is try to kill it now and attack with both. But the problem with that is, if they have that trick, I'm going to lose one of my creatures. So I think it's better to just attack and see what they do there. They may just take 7 and gain 2 life. I mean, that's okay with me too. Okay, so I think I go ahead and try to do the Dragon Fire here. See if they have a trick. They do not. So probably would have been better to just do that up front, but, you know, it's whatever. We're going to hold on to this land. The best 2-drop in the set is that rare 2/2 with the non-human payoff abilities. That's the best one. All right, so we don't really have much of a sideboard. There's some people we might want to bring in, like if we really need early blockers, we can bring them in if we have to, but that's not this deck. Run Away Together is fine, but, you know, we don't have that many cool things to do with it. You know, we can bounce our Tome Raider or our Shield Breaker, but, like, you know, that's definitely not anything special. Yeah, the Elf on a Fox. It's rare, but it's really good. So far, Shadow Cloak. I think the food deck seems really good. So far, it seems fairly balanced, though. I haven't seen like a color pair that makes me feel like things are messed up yet. It'll happen probably, but all right, we will keep this. Drawing a 2-drop is always nice when you don't... Well, I had one, but ideally, we don't want to be playing our Shield Breaker on turn 2 if we can help it. I mean, even just blowing up food with it is kind of nice. Wow, back-to-back dwarves, huh? Works for me. Tillis, I'm not the best... I don't play a lot of Constructed, but I don't think mono blue is a big deal right now in Standard like it was before. Losing Tempest Djinn and all that stuff. Yeah, alright, so now what? Would I rather play Tome Raider or Dwarves again? I think I would play Dwarves again. Non-humans, yeah. Alright, he's jacked. Okay. Well, I say let's attack and then play Tome Raider. Yeah, leave red up so we can use Rimrock Knight's ability if we really want to. Oh, hey. Once we get to 5, we can kill this guy. That's part of the reason I wanted to draw a card, too. Because, yeah. Do you think they have another Tree Folk? Nope, they just have an out muscle. Man, if only I had 2 red. No, never mind. Their guy's indestructible. It doesn't matter. So we really need to draw that land right now. Land, please. Not a land. Okay, well. I do have double Rimrock Knight. That could be the plan. Let's opt. See what happens. There is another land. I think we'll take it. If it had been a mountain, we are slaying. Oh, never mind, because he's bigger now. Just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna try double Rimrock Knight potentially, at least here, as our plan. You know, double Boulder Rush on our 7 dwarves. Alright, so then we go Rimrock Knight. See what happens there. Then we go Rimrock Knight. See what happens there. Nice. Our only bomb really is Irencrag Pyromancer, I think. Alright, so now we can just kill this guy. And we want to do it with Adamant. Play an artifact. I think we'd like that. Okay. I don't really like that, but you know, it's whatever. Okay, they did play an artifact. How about that? All right, so we're going to destroy target artifact first. Then we're going to play a Shield Breaker. Then we're going to play a Rimrock Knight. And we will end our turn. Question here is, do they... That is what they're going to do. Okay. We can use Slaying Fire to kill it now, so that's good. I think we just take 4. And then we'll Slaying Fire on our turn. Well, we'll also opt at the end of their turn. Do I really want another Rimrock Knight right now? I don't think I do, because I'm going to need things that can actually kill this gigantic creature, and right now we don't have those. Well, that can help, though, so there's that. Alright, so we're going to use Slaying Fire here. Pay Adamant. Okay, that's good. So we can go Mystic Sanctuary, put Searing Barrage back on top. And we can play Redcap Raiders and Rimrock Knight in the meantime. So I definitely chump block this guy with my Shield Breaker. And then hope we can barrage it on our turn. Okay. Well, that's annoying in terms of the race here. Thank you for the follow, Seadouse. I think just playing 2 Tree Folk would have been better, but, you know, you're tapped out, you have 1 mana. I can Searing Barrage just to do the extra damage to you. So, yeah. Everybody attack. Yeah, we got there. Flame Sweep. That would be bad news. Look at all the cards I got. So, I mean, That's kind of what I hoped our deck would be when we don't draw the Pyromancer. Let's hope that continues. We have lots of good removal. That helps. If you have lots of good removal, you can almost make any deck, you know, function, even if you're winning with like a 6-mana 5/5. I think this is a keep. We are going first, but I think that's okay. We have 2 draw steps to hit a 3rd land, and then this can help us draw our extra mana. Thank you for the follow, Schlagable. Iron Crag Pyromancers are only bombs, Solomon. And it's like a, you know, it is a bomb in our deck because we have so many ways to draw cards. So that's good news. It's not always a bomb, but I think it is in our deck. Well, the good news is, even if we don't draw a 3rd land, we can just play another Rimrock Knight. Could be worse. We do draw a land, though, and I think we definitely want to play Tome Raider now. So, do I want to Slaying Fire that thing? I kind of think I do. I should, if I'm going to, I probably should have used Rimrock Knight's ability there just to do some more damage. But yeah, we'll Slaying Fire this. And end our turn. So yeah, I should have done that just to get in for more damage on our little flyers. Okay, you got Menace. Oh no, but you're not big at least, so I guess I'm more okay with that. All right, so we're gonna attack. This time I think I am going to remember to do this. And we'll play another one. We need a 5th land. I kind of like that Wizards has decided to finally give sort of joke names to cards in main sets and not just like silver bordered ones. Like Tome Raider's great, for example. Okay, so there's my 5th land. I don't know that I actually feel like using Searing Barrage right this second, though. I think I'm just going to attack and then play Tome Raider number 3, and then Rimrock Knight. Yeah, it's best of 3. Boker Tov, Servant of Evil. Yeah, I'll play a Rimrock Knight. I'm very happy to trade a Tome Raider for a Mara Leaf Rider in a world, you know, it's a 2-for-1 for us. There's Forever Young. Get their creature back, and now they can cast it again. Alright, so yeah, we definitely block here. Alright, so I think I attack with everything here. Yeah, if they block that, now I think our plan is just to kill this and play the Merchant here. Yeah, that's not what you're hoping for in our opponent's situation. It could potentially like help them get back in the game, but I think it's probably too slow. It's too late. I think we can just run them over here before they go crazy. Didn't see much that we want to change our deck for, I don't think. I guess Brimstone Trebuchet, bringing it in against a bunch of flyers might be good, because we don't... I mean, we have our Tome Raiders, but that's it. Yeah, so far our deck has mostly been an aggro deck. Mostly. Yeah, Rimrock Knight is a card I definitely underrated in my set review. Should have given... He's a C, I think, and I gave him a D+. I went a little too hard on the guy. I mean, being a 2-mana 3/1 that can't block was probably would be a D+. But turns out Boulder Rush is a little more useful more frequently than I expected. Even just to get in some extra damage and stuff like that. Like, you know, when it's attached to a reasonably priced creature, it's not too bad. I think I did a pretty good job on most of the adventure cards, but I didn't on that. Like, if I thought of it as a 3-mana 3/1 that gives +2/+0 to something, that's a decent card. All right, I think this is fine. All right. We'll be opting at the end of their turn. Hopefully into a 2-drop. I can actually always do this ability if I have to. Yeah, that's not good. I think we're going to go ahead and bottom him. Yeah, so depending on what we draw for our turn. Yeah, so I think we actually do want to do this. Discard one of these mountains, draw a card. All right. Here comes the beatdown. All right, so I think we play our merchant. Need to be playing mountains the next few turns. I should have played one that turn, actually. Ideally. Well, we can blow up that food. I don't hate that. Yeah, so I think I'll go ahead and attack. Then we play this, destroy target artifact. And yeah, then we just play the creature. You know, destroying food isn't the most exciting thing, but it's nice value when you're paying basically 3 mana for a 2/1 that's doing it. Right, so yeah, I think we block. Fair enough. I think we're going to go ahead and just play our turtle here. We can take a few more hits from this thing. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, so... Alright. I don't really want to use my barrage here if I don't have to, so I don't think I will. I think I'll play... I don't actually have to do this adamant either, though, so... Kill this. We're only going to pay 3. Of course, the point there was to leave blue up. Oh, I can still leave blue up, so that's good. So we want to play this island. Rimrock Knight, what a shocker. It's actually pretty good with our turtle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to play Mystic Sanctuary here. And I can't actually block this dude. I think I'm just going to let him hit me for 3. But I'm going to hit them for some damage first. And Rimrock Knight. He can become unblockable now, so... I think I only have 3 Rimrocks, Son of Ugin. Okay, so... what do we want to do here? I think we actually kind of want to kill the Knight. So if I Searing Barrage this, that drops them to 10. Attack them to 4, that drops them to 6. And then next turn I can hit them for 3 with this. And then 4 with that. Yeah, I don't think I hate that plan. So, yeah, they know we have Slaying Fire, which is a little annoying, but let's hope they don't gain life here. Alright, I think that gives us the game. Yeah, it should. They could have something, but we're about to find out. And then pay Adamant. Got us there. I'm glad they didn't like play some food there. Food can really disrupt races. Mystic Sanctuary has been legit. Like when you have the burn spells we do, getting one back, the ones that do damage to the opponent too, which is basically all of ours except consume with, I don't think it's Dragonfire, is it? But something like that. Right, I think this is a keep. A lot like our last hand. Morning, Gabriel. So, I could blow up that food right now, but I think it's better to just play a 2-drop. And actually, I guess we just want to play him. Thank you for the follow, the man with the cat. Yeah, I mean, I guess probably should have thought that through a little. Because Curious Pair does make Rimrock Giant pretty bad. I think we're still fine with trading, but, you know, it's whatever. I think we play Tome Raider here. Thank you for the follow, Dorito Corgi. Yeah, that's not good. We don't currently have a way to kill Grumgully. Well, we're gonna attack. Could play my turtle, which can at least block Grumgully, but I kind of think doing Shield Breaker, destroy their food, play Shield Breaker is fine. One more land, please. That's all I ask of you. Before Grumgully gets crazy. We could draw one more land or either of our other burn spells that can kill it. Luckily, those are humans. Thank you for the follow, Prince of Winners. Okay, thank God. You know, Island would have been better, but, you know, I'm okay with this. Uh-oh. For a second there, I thought they might have a way to save it the way things were looking. No attacks, huh? So we play Red Cap Raiders and the Dwarves here, I think. Yeah, so player Dwarves. Yeah, let's play the Dwarves first. And then Red Cap Raiders. I was going to say, something's going to die here, I'm sure. And so it did. Okay. Really not a good reason to attack with anything but Tome Raider here. I mean, this is kind of a free attack, but yeah, it's not really. I only have 2 7 dwarves, sadly, but we needed the 2 drops that can actually block. Hey, Mystic Sanctuary. That has been really good. We don't have 3 islands yet, though, so that's kind of annoying. That's a lot of food. And a 7/7. We haven't had to contend with the 7/7 yet. We've been killing lots of X5s, no problem. Well, I don't really want to use my Mystics. I don't really want to rummage here. I mean, I guess I could discard my turtle. Maybe I don't hate that. Yeah, let's do it. I want to hang on to the Sanctuary because we're going to need that removal back. So that's funny. Okay. Play a second one of these. And end our turn. I think we take this first 7. So because they have Giant Opportunity, we might want to bring in one of our bounce spells. Definitely worth considering. Hey, there's another island. Okay. Well, attack with both of those. All right, they take 4. I think we're pretty happy about that, since we have what we have in our graveyard, although we're 2 turns away from actually getting it. So the question is, do I want to play my Merchant of the Veil here and shrink her down? I think that's okay too, actually. Searing Barrage will be a pretty big help once we get to a certain point. So we probably need to chump block the giant this time. I guess my Shield Breaker is the most useless at this point. Well, that's not good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're in trouble now, I think. Searing Barrage will be helpful. Four, 7, we have 8 mana. So I can actually draw the card now and use Searing Barrage right away. Actually don't hate that. Oh, except don't tap the mana like that. Yeah, so... yeah, so kill the wolf. Drops them to 4. Yeah. I honestly think I might take 7 this time, because we need to sneak the damage through. How many things can kill me if I take 7? Well, Searing Barrage and the Adamant spell that does 3 to any target, and a combat trick. There's a lot. There is a lot that can kill us. So it's probably not worth taking the hit. I almost want to block with Sir Eleanor, though. Yeah, I think I am going to. She's just not going to get much bigger the way this game's going. Having things with power is a better way to find a way to get through with lethal, you know? Tends to be. Oh, that's not good. So we definitely want bounce against them, I think. So, do we still have Slaying Fire somewhere? We do. It gives us lethal out of nowhere if we can hit it. We got 20 cards left. We're about to scry. No, thank you. You're not Slaying Fire. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Witching Well. You were also not Slaying Fire. However, we can rummage for it if we really need to. And we probably do need to. I don't know how else we win this thing at this point. We still have a turn. We can rummage twice and still be able to, like, we'll rummage at the end of their turn and then we can do it again on our turn. Alright, so Alright, so do this. Okay. Let's play a Tome Raider. Double Tome Raider can get me lethal next turn if I Searing Barrage something here. And I may want to. Let's go ahead and opt real quick. Haha! Did we try to go for it? I think we probably do. We could try to wait until they're tapped out or something. That's probably the smarter move. Alright, end our turn. Actually, we want to hang on to our Tome Raiders now, because if we can't kill them with Slaying Fire here, we can kill them with a Barrage plus attacking with both of those. Oh, yeah, okay, so we need to do it now, because they'll be able to gain life if I let that resolve. Pay Adamant. So the good news is, even if this Goose resolves... Never mind, no, I'm screwed if it resolves. Okay, good, because they would have gained the life. Turns out having card draw and a bunch of direct damage is a good way to finish somebody off, you know, just try to find it. Okay, so I do think we want a Runaway Together here. What do we cut? Man, our Ironcrag Pyromancer, you know, like we did, this deck is largely supposed to support it, and we haven't hit it, even though we've been drawing lots of extra cards. It's kind of funny. Rimrock Knight doesn't seem awesome against them. They have those curious pairs, so I think I'm going to cut one of them for the Runaway Together. Yeah. We actually had two ways to win, as long as they didn't gain life, because could have Slaying Fired and then played the Searing Barrage and attacked with 2 flyers too. All right, I think this is a keep. Yeah. Poor Rimrock Knight. Poor guy. So bad against Curious Pair. It's like a super good counter against the aggro decks, because you gain life off of it and it can just trade with the 2-drop most people want to be playing. I still think we just play our Knight here. I used to be into Commander long ago. I mean, I still don't dislike it. I would just only have so much time, and I'd rather spend my time playing Limited. Basically, how I would sum it up. Okay. Yeah, obviously that's a really good blocker against our poor Rimrock Knight. What do I want to do here? Do I just play Tome Raider and brace for some damage? I think we do. Alright, so we'll have Adamant up and running, which our deck clearly wants. So far, it seems that way. Don't play a Wicked Wolf, please. Don't play a Wicked Wolf. Wicked Wolf would be really sad here. I mean, I can kill it on our turn at least, but Okay, it's a wolf, but it's not a wicked one, so I guess I'm okay with it overall. Alright, so I probably want to kill that Witch Stalker, I would think, yeah. And we'll attack with our Tome Raider. Yeah, they have a lot of food, which is annoying for us. For sure. How nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to play Tome Raider first here and see what we can hit. And then I probably want to Dragonfire the Goose. Being a constant source of life gain and being able to block our flyers is bad news. So, yeah. So I think we go ahead and kill the Goose. And honestly, at this point, I may as well attack with my Knight, too. What do you mean, what did I rank food as? It's not a card. I mean, I think food's really good. I thought the black-green archetype looks like one of the better ones. Yeah, the Goose is really good. I don't know about broken, but it's really good for sure. Okay. Well, we attack with both our Raiders again. Play Merchant. Yeah, I think we just want to cast him. Yeah, a lot of people doubted food, and I think it's just because they thought it was boring, which it kind of is. Do I want to run away together here? Doesn't seem terrible. But it also doesn't seem great, does it? It's not like we don't have another Merchant of the Veil in our hand, so we'll just pass. Yeah, I mean, it's when they put it on cards like this Witch Stalker, who's just good and limited anyway, without it, it's like amazing additional value, so... So if they ever try to do something wacky with this red cap, obviously we have multiple ways to interact with it. I mean, right now it's just one way, but deck's pretty good so far. Well, okay. Gonna have to Searing Barrage that. We are 2-0 so far, and we won the first game in this match. Yeah, so I don't think I'm doing anything with what I have in my hand. But now I'm going to Searing Barrage the Witch Stalker. Helps us in the race, except for the fact they have 1,000,000 food tokens. Yeah, I mean, when I first started playing this format, I was punting a lot, as you all know. So far, since then, I've recovered. Let's hope they don't have Embercleave, you know? That'd be nasty. I'm not happy about all the food they have over there. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Hey, I was just wondering if we'd ever see our Ironcrag Pyromancer. I think we wait a turn to play it because we can Thrill of Possibility next turn. Yeah, so it is like a bakery. You're not wrong. Yeah, we'll just cast this Merchant of the Veil now. Yeah. Gain 1,000,000 life. Enjoy. So, yeah, next turn we can play the Pyromancer and then play Thrill of Possibility. That's a big creature, which I'm less than enthused about. Wouldn't mind drawing our artifact destroying guy, adventure guy, you know. That'd be good. Oh. Do I just play Searing Barrage now and attack with everything? I might. I don't think I attack with everything, actually. Just my Tome Raider, probably. Yeah, we just go for the Barrage here. Drops them to 9. You know, if there was actually a chance they were almost dead, I would go for it. But they have 12 life worth of tokens, so there's no reason for me to... Like, I don't have the way to gain life. So this is a race that I have to be a little cautious in, even though they're only at 7 at this point. This can hit any target, so that's nice. Yeah, I knew she existed, but we hadn't drawn her, so... Well, we don't have any artifacts. Alright, so now... I think we go for it. Maybe we attack first, see if we can draw out a removal spell or something. Yeah, because I'm not going to attack with my merchant anyway. All right, let's play her. And then we'll opt. Do they kill her in response? No. They just sacrifice food. We kind of do need a second island at some point, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this one. And we will kill Raging Redcap. I should have attacked, actually. Yeah, I should have attacked. It's whatever. So, yeah, we have Thrill of Possibility. We can do it instant speed on their turn if we have to. I'd rather not, because I don't really want to discard either of these. But I could if I had to. Okay. So, we also have Merchant of the Veil in play, which is kind of ridiculous, in conjunction with our Pyromancer. So let's just do this. Kill Curious Pair. And now, yeah, I think we go for the attack now. I like Modern. Back when I played Constructed, it was the format I liked the most, that's for sure. So I think we just play our Red Cap Raiders here. We could try to leave mana up so we can rummage again or whatever, but I feel like, well, maybe it's not better. Maybe it is just better to Lightning Bolt something. Of course it is. Yeah, it's just going to be better. All right, end our turn. I can Lightning Bolt something every turn right now. Rummage and Lightning Bolt every turn. As long as our Irencrag Pyromancer stays in play. Oh, crap. Okay, well, we're going to have to try to go for a kill here, which I think we can actually do. So that's good. Just got a lot harder, though. Alright, so let's think about the damage we can do here. So we can Thrill of Possibility now, Lightning Bolt them for 3. Then on our turn, we can Lightning Bolt them again. So that drops them to 6. Yeah, it's not enough. It's probably better to just Lightning Bolt their creature. Alright, so we're going to go Thrill of Possibility, discard a mountain. Ooh, now it gets interesting. I have to kill them this turn. I mean, I don't have to, but if I'm going to go all out by Lightning Bolting them, I do have to kill them this turn. So we can drop them to 9, then we attack for 4, which drops them to 5. Lightning Bolt, and then another Lightning Bolt, but if they untap, we're not going to be able to do it, basically. So, is it just better to kill the Shield Breaker? It probably is, sadly. Yeah. Okay, well that's going to be useful. So at least there's that. I can actually attack here with my merchant and see what happens, because if I can boulder rush him, he kills the curious pair. Alright, well I'm still going to boulder rush, but... So, now we know it would have been lethal, so that's annoying. It would have been lethal if we went all out. Although they probably wouldn't have taken the damage the same way, but still. It's pretty annoying. So, let us rummage. I don't really want to discard Mystic Sanctuary. Redcap Raiders might be the most... Yeah, let's keep Runaway together and discard the Raiders. So yeah, we'll target them. And then we'll play a Rimrock Knight. So we could have killed them, assuming that was like their plan was to take that damage all along. But what are you gonna do, you know? Yeah, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. I'm surprised I didn't want to outmuscle. Oh. Well, that's good news. We're going to have lethal soon, so there's that, but let's do this. Destroy the Great Henge. Get out of here. Not enough of you. Oh wait, I do have lethal actually. If I play my Tome Raider first, and then run away together on the one that just came into play and on their creature. Yeah, so that's just lethal. Khans of Tarkir is probably my favorite set in the last 5 years, I would say. Dominaria is a close second. I did beat the Great Henge, but that's because I played it super late. And thanks to... Our Pyromancer is really the only reason we could stay in that game, thanks to her. Thank God. Man, 1 red mana, and this would be a good hand, but we don't have it. I think we have to mulligan. Yeah. I think we have to mulligan this one too, sadly. Alright, that's keepable. I think we put 2 lands on the bottom. We want to keep these 3 creatures, so I think we put... yeah, if we could draw that later, that'd be cool when we can actually, like, use it. Alright. Don't think we want to rummage. Oh, the mic sounds horrible. That's good to know. Interesting. I wonder what happened. I'll have to look into that later, I guess. That's good to know, though. I don't know why my mic sounds bad. I'm using the same one as usual, but I must have messed up a setting somewhere. I'm surprised nobody else has said anything yet. My turn. Okay. 7 dwarves. It might be using my webcam mic on accident. that might be what is happening. That is a real possibility, anyway. And Tomb Raider makes Rimrock Knight really sad. I bet it's using my webcam mic. Why? I don't know. But some setting somewhere got screwed up on my end. Let's see. Yeah, can't really fix it during the stream, unfortunately. I guess I can between games. I can try to fix it. Well, it's kind of obnoxious. All right, so I'll play Tomb Raider. Hello, in ASIC. I'm glad you find the content useful. All right, we got our Pyromancer again. I don't hate that. Well, the audience might be small because my mic sounds horrible today. No, I mean, this is about my normal-ish audience. Son of Ugin, glad you found that content helpful. No point in trying to blow that food up, sadly. So we're just going to play our Pyromancer and hope that things... Well, they could have a counterspell, actually. Maybe that makes it worth it. I think it probably is. Because we want... If they have a counterspell here and they can... do something, I don't want them to do it to my Pyromancer. Interesting that some of you don't think it sounds bad, but... Alright, we actually got to blow it up, which definitely concerns me that they actually do have a counterspell. Should I go for it anyway? Alright. No, let's play around it. Let's play around it. We can afford to. Uh-oh. Those value castles, man. Man, that's still mana for counter magic. Alright, well now... At least we can do something right away with Iron Crag. So let's hope they don't have counter magic. Ah, crap. We knew they did. Not happy about that. What did they mill? Just Witching Well, basically. Thank you for the follow, Mateus Floyd. Thank you for the follow in ASIG. Man. It's actually pretty useful, even though we can't cast it now. And if we draw it, we can't cast either card in our hand. I think that's enough to make me say I don't want to draw it. Okay. Well, you know, I guess at this point, Rimrock Knight may as well rumble. Ashiok actually ended up being pretty solid in Control decks in War of the Spark. It kind of looked like it was going to be garbage, but it was actually good in the end in War of the Spark. I mean, not good. It took the right deck. I think people still played it more than they should have, but... I like Slaying Fire. Now they get to scry. Yay, mana sinks. I did lose to Ashiok a couple times. I was across 60 drafts, but you know, it did happen. It was a legit win condition for control decks, which was a surprise. I'm so sad they countered our... I don't think we were ever going to have a window to resolve it, I guess, is like the kind of good news. 3-4. So let's rummage real quick here. Discard this island. I think we'd probably just play this mountain and end our turn. Yeah, I'm tapping my microphone just to test here which one is coming through. Yeah, it's my, that is what the problem is. It's my, for whatever reason, my webcam mic decided it was going to take priority here. I think it might be because when I opened OBS, I had Audition opened, and they were fighting over the microphone probably. Do we just rummage again? I think we probably do. Okay. Well, I think we play Red Cap Raiders and end the turn. If we're going to do that, we may as well rummage one more time. This isn't good. Like, our other opponents have never really been able to keep... By the time they stabilize, they're at low enough life that we found ways to win with these things. Right now, that's not looking like the easiest task. Ooh, yeah. We're going to need to kill that. Is that really all you're attacking with? You guys are humans, luckily. But the Witch Stalker isn't. No, they're not attacking at all. Works for me. Alright, so we're going to kill that thing because we don't want them to draw a million cards. Makes sense, right? Do we actually want to bring in our Trebuchet against them? Our deck can't stop an animating fairy. I mean, we're going to kill it probably this next turn, but it can't do a great job of stopping it. Alright, that's more like it. I think we'll go ahead and double block the food. Yeah. Take 6. Oh man. Things aren't looking good, are they? Okay. Good news is we can at least go Scorching Dragonfire, probably the Death Toucher now. Yeah. Sir Eleonora is now a 0-4, but you know, it's whatever. We're going to take 8. I think we're going to take 8. Okay, well, now maybe I'll block something. Yeah, I think I'm going to block here and here. Yeah. Eleonora will get tapped down, but I think that's okay. Let's hope they don't have anything else. Of course. I don't think I would cut Sir Eleonora for the Trebuchet. I think I may side it in, but it's not going to be like that. Why are you tapping your mana like this, buddy? I want you to leave up red mana. 3 red mana, okay? There you go. Man, if they hadn't countered our Pyromancer, we would have been in business. I don't think the Trebuchet is better for our deck. So we're probably dead. Yeah, just if they just attack with everything, yeah. Isn't that the first game we've lost? I think it is. I think we've been having a pretty good time up until now. Hello, Raven form. Yeah, so Trebuchet. I think we'd rather cut Rimrock Knight, just because its usefulness is limited by all the 1/3s and Tome Raiders and stuff that they have. I mean, I'm still going to run it, but 2 of them, but they're not great. They're really good against the right opponents who don't have any, like, 1/3s that make... Like, if it was just a regular old 1/3, it wouldn't feel so bad to trade for it, so it wouldn't feel great. But the fact that it makes a food first is, like, great. And then the 1/1 flyer draws a card first, so... We did mulligan to 5 that game, didn't we? To our credit. I kind of forgot about that. I think we did pretty well for mulliganing to 5. All right, this is good. Probably going to have to play that Mystic Sanctuary tapped, which is sad, but I think that is what we want to do. Because we want to just be able to set up being able to play our spells, you know, when we want to. You had no faith in this deck. I had faith in it. Even though I was disappointed we didn't get the synergy we wanted, I figured a red-blue deck with aggressive creatures and value creatures like Tome Raider and removal was going to be pretty good. And it has been so far. Alright, so let's play our Sanctuary. Alright, that's nice. See if this Rimrock Knight gets to live his life, or... I guess they probably would have gone on an adventure on turn 1 if they had the 2-mana 1/3. Ooh, they kept a hand they shouldn't have, or what? Kind of seems that way. Alright. I think we still want to play Tome Raider here. Okay, so I think here we want to go Scorching Dragonfire. And I think we just play another Rimrock Knight. So we could probably Searing Barrage whatever they play here and get pretty close to lethal. It's 10 damage, you know. They didn't play anything, so it's going to be a little harder to get lethal, I guess. Alright, so let's attack, see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Thrill of Possibility now. Just in case, yeah. Deck's pretty good. We are 3-0. We did lose the first game in this match, but I think we're about to win the second one. So... we're just going to attack with everything. All right. Yeah, Cloudkin was pretty insane. It's true. Test. Okay. Now, sound should be better the rest of the stream. I think I fixed the problem. All right. Yes, I opened up OBS, and as often happens, microphones are competed for essentially by multiple things, and so mine. I don't even think I knew there was a webcam in my microphone in my webcam until just now. They're going first. I think this is an actual keep because of that. We can hit any land and we're in business. It'd be great if it was a mountain, but you know. Hey, that was lucky, huh? I think we probably just try to resolve our Pyromancer if they tap out here, because we have 3 ways to draw cards, and if we're just drawing cards like crazy, the Pyromancer is just going to take over the game. And there aren't that many things they could have to kill it, but they didn't tap out anyway, so... Yeah, sorry everyone watching this on YouTube, too, about the voice situation. Yeah, we'll play our Tome Raider just to be safe. We want to wait for them to tap out if we can. We know they have counter magic, so, you know, that's, there we go. Something we need to look out for. This turn we can actually go Pyromancer Merchant, the adventure half. I tend to put the streams that are more interesting and or successful on YouTube. Now, because I stream so much less, it's basically all of them. So. Right, opponent refusing to tap out, but we can punish them a little bit at least. If they don't want to tap out, we're kind of okay with just beating them down, I guess, you know? Yeah, right now it's, you know, probably 80% of my drafts go up on YouTube because I only stream 2 days a week now. sadly. There's definitely some drafts that just aren't good content because the deck is neither interesting. Alright, so they don't necessarily have a counterspell now. I like that. So let's try to get this thing going. So let's play our Pyromancer. Yeah. And then let's do this. Kill the Squire. Alright. I think we still attack with everything here. We want to keep creatures off the board. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play this. In this format, there are not any counter spells that are that cheap, except for the one that can counter blue spells for only 1 blue. But obviously, that's not us. Okay, so I think we go like this. Pay Adamant. Attack for 3. Do I want to opt? Or do I want to save that for later? I kind of think I want to save it for later. Well, I think we'll go ahead and opt, actually. We have 2 other ways to draw cards in our hands, so we don't want that. So now we can Thrill of Possibility on their turn if we really want to. Oh yeah, you're right. Lock whatever. Yeah. Drown in the Lock, I think it's called. The 2-mana black-blue counterspell. I don't think I'm going to Thrill a Possibility right this second. If I had something else to discard other than Tome Raider, I probably would, but... Alright. Okay, so... I think we just attack. We can actually attack with everything, thanks to Rimrock Knight. Even if things go horribly wrong here, which it doesn't look like they will. Thank you, Ironcrag Pyromancer. Drown in the Lock. Yeah, that is it. I got it right. Okay, so we're trying to hit 5-0. Can we do it? Seems possible. Seems very possible. Wow. No need to talk about why we need to mulligan that hand. Right. This is a keep, I think. It's kind of hard to know what I want to get rid of, though. Is it just Rimrock Knight? I think it probably is. Sorry, buddy. Rosh Hashanah was good. Made an apple honey cake. It was good stuff. My turn. Yeah, 7 dwarves time. Or is it me, or are there only 6 dwarves? No, there's one in the far back on the left. Rosh Hashanah. Literally means head of the year in Hebrew, and it's the holiday is the Jewish New Year, essentially. So yeah. So kind of wish I'd kept that Rimrock Knight now. All right, so I think we attack. It's basically a free attack. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Pyromancer here. Yeah, it's not just an American thing. Jews all over the world do it. I'm not the most observant one in the world, though. Mostly I make the food. Man, why'd you have to get rid of that opt? Why? Yeah. Sometimes I bring in my, I'm both Jewish and a historian of specifically medieval Jewish-Christian relations, and so I bring those things into my content on occasion. Cooking is one of my favorite things. I'm with you there. Man. What do we do here? I kind of want to get this third mountain into play, so slaying fire is better, so I don't really want to rummage right now. But, yeah, so we'll attack again. Nothing to lose. It's not a national holiday here, but luckily for me, I am a professor, and I just get to cancel my class for Jewish holidays. So it kind of is. It's one of the few professions where you can really do that. Yeah, so I think we just play our merchant here. Who will start letting us go crazy. Yeah, Muslim Spain was a fairly tolerant place. At least when the Almoravids weren't in control, right? If you're from Spain, you probably learn about them in your normal history. In the U.S., there's probably, I don't know what percentage of people know who the Almoravids are, but, you know. So we're facing like a legit mill deck, which is interesting. So they left up counter magic. Surprise, surprise. I think we're just going to attack. You probably pronounce Almoravids a little different than I do. Almoravides or something? I don't know. Just a guess. All right, so we'll get in for that 4. I think we also want to get this island in play, and then... Wait a second. 4 or more lands. Yeah, so they have the mana available. Yes. Okay. It doesn't say untap lands, does it? No. So we'll just end our turn. Well, yeah. Okay. I actually study, my own research doesn't just look at Spain. It doesn't actually look at Spain at all, but I do know, you know, as studying what I study, I do know about it. I took graduate courses on it and stuff. I wish they couldn't, I wish they weren't able to just keep leaving mana up the way they are, you know? Pretty annoying. Ooh. Rimrock Knight is pretty good here because it lets us bust through the Secret Keeper, which I'm ready to do. Had enough of it. My research looks at medieval France and Germany. Mostly because, I'm going a little deep here, so some people may be tuning out, but mostly because the narrative of Spain being this sort of golden place where everything went really well has unfortunately resulted in a narrative about France and Germany in the Middle Ages as being like the exact opposite and the worst place ever. And I think in reality, something my work tries to do, is I think in reality, things in Spain weren't as good as people like to say, and things in Ashkenazi, or in France and Germany, were better than people think. Basically, I think both have developed like a narrative against one another when I don't think that's the reality in the long run. There are breakdowns of peace in Golden Age Spain, and there are long periods of tolerance in France and Germany in the Middle Ages. So it's complicated, basically. Hey! Look what they have. Luckily, I can kill it with Slaying Fire. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. How do you like it? So if we draw land, we can go Pyromancer, Tome Raider, potentially. Don't hate that. Got 15 cards left. Yeah, after every... Jews, you know, by 1500 or so, have been expelled from most places in Europe, except Eastern Europe, where, yeah, a lot of them go. Hungary, Polish, Lithuanian Commonwealth, Russia. Okay. It's a little bit of a big boy, but not... Yeah, so I think what we do want to do here is this. Go Pyromancer, Tome Raider, kill the Paladin. Alright. Yeah, that got us there. So, don't think there's much we want to change in this matchup. Rimrock Knight seems pretty good. It's good at busting through those secret keepers and stuff. I think with my opponent going first, I can keep this. I mean, as long as I hit any land by turn 3, we're okay. And we're going to have 2-3 draw steps to do it. Yeah, I think we can keep it. It's probably a little bit of a risk, but I'm okay with that. Thank you for the follow, JMS Dog. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, we have about a 1 in 3 chance of drawing what we need here. This is what I deserve, isn't it? For keeping this hand. Yeah, I mean... They got their Pyromancer in play well before we did. Okay, well, that's going to help a little. They might counter it. I'd be kind of okay if they decide to counter my Witching Well, even in this situation, honestly. Nice. Yes, please. I'll take both of those. Yeah, New Orleans is an interesting place in American history, that's for sure. Thank God we're drawing red mana, huh? So now we can go... No thank you. The bad news is we don't have a way to kill this Pyromancer right now. I guess creature plus Rimrock Knight is our plan. But there's like no reason they would ever block, so... Yeah, alright, so let's play our Tome Raider. Alright, one more mana and we can blow up that Pyromancer, and that might get us in business here. You know, unless, of course, they're like, I'm going to hold on to all the cards ever. Alright, so let's attack. And I think I want to play Mystic Sanctuary here. Get back a Scorching Barrage. Then I think I'm going to play Tome Raider. And then 7 Dwarves. Kind of okay if they counter Tome Raider. I'm a little less okay if that's the way they're doing it, but you know, it's all good. Another counterspell? No. I'm looking forward to when they get ranked on here, just so I have more time to, more drafts that I can get done in a stream. Granted, if today's stream had started on time, I probably would have had time for more than one, but it's not looking super hopeful on that front. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I think we kill that Pyromancer. Then next turn we can play ours and start going crazy, hopefully. $19 cards left in our deck. That is plenty. Alright, so player Pyromancer. Play Opt. I don't think I want you. Thanks, though. If it was a mountain, I probably would have taken it. Hey, there's a mountain. You're gonna bounce their own creature. Yeah. That's not nice. That was nasty, because they get this back and it can counter my Pyromancer, so we have to start trying to play around that. Another runaway together, okay. Okay, so my Rimrock Knight can't block, so I think we're just going to send him into the fray here. Then we'll play Merchant of Vale and Red Crap Raiders, I guess. Yeah, so let's play the Merchant first. Does it get countered? My other hobbies include birds, especially waterfowl. In other words, geese and ducks. Okay, well, everyone's gonna rumble. Question is whether my raiders should... Nah, I think they should just all attack. Maybe they shouldn't, actually. You know what? I am just going to attack with my raiders, and... I haven't played that Goose game. I kind of want to, but I don't know if I have time to, sadly. Let's attack with both of those. Tap down a Rimrock Knight to get a 4/3. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you get enough runaway togethers, you can maybe actually mill somebody out with that thing. Alright, so we're just going to replay them. Well, we drew out a counterspell. So there's that. And we do have Pyromancer plus Witching Well plus Thrill of Possibility. Both of which let us actually do it on their turn, which is pretty cool. But we are down to what? 15 cards. And then they have one of those. So we're about to be down to 11. And, you know, drawing extra cards right now is kind of a risky proposition. All right, so I think I just attack with everything first. See what happens there. Yep. Okay. Then... we play our Pyromancer. Dang. Yeah, I think we're losing this game. And we'll play... Yeah, I mean, drawing extra cards right now is kind of not great. I think we're still going to have to do it, but I don't know that we have any outs. They're at way too high of life for most things. Let's do it. Yeah. Down to 4 cards. Maybe there's some hope. Doesn't feel like there is, though. No artifacts to blow up. I guess we don't desperately need the body, honestly. So, yeah, we'll just end our turn. I think Trebuchet might be decent against them. It gives us a source of damage. So, yeah. Alright. Yeah, so we'll play Tome Raider. Let's just deck ourselves. Why not, you know? Yep, that won't do anything. So, now that we've seen Tome Raiders and the like... I used to play a lot of Magic Online. I barely play it now, though, because Arena. So, yeah, the Rimrock Knights, again, don't look super promising. I think Brimstone Trebuchet does. And, yeah, I think that works for me. What we need to do is resolve an early Iron Crag Pyromancer, you know? I mean, we've done that against them, actually, and then they, like, bounced it, but... Oh, come on. Is this actually keepable? Because we have Opt? It might be. Gives us 2 draw steps to try to hit. Man. It's not really pay to win if you play limited Son of Ugin. It's the same for everybody, so... I don't think we can keep it, sadly. All right, this is better. I feel good. I feel good about our decision. Going first, I'm hoping this Rimrock Knight can do something. But there's a chance they play like their Secret Keeper and Blarg. If you play Constructed, I mean, it's kind of play to win, but still isn't exactly that. Just you could make the argument that Magic in general, Constructed Magic, is play to win. So because you know you have to pay money for a deck. Overwhelmed Apprentice. That's obnoxious. That's why Rimrock Knight isn't all that great in this matchup. We've had several where it didn't feel great. I'm gonna get this Red Cap Raiders out there. Let's attack first, I guess. We'll trade our Knight for their Apprentice. I mean, if we can thin out their board, I don't see why we don't. They could put So Tiny on it. That would be kind of hilarious. Alright. Too bad we don't have a Pyromancer right here, but Red Cap Raiders is pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to try to play Tome Raider here. It's a good chance it gets countered. Yeah. At least we're getting in some early damage this time, but I'm not feeling great about our chances. Okay, I think we go for it here. They decide to block and take 1, kind of okay with it. If they take 4, I'm also okay with that. So either option works for me. Tome Raider versus Tome Raider. Good, they're getting their counterspell back. Yeah, this is the most playable limited, like, mill deck we've seen in a while, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to do Witching Well. Man, I need more mana so badly that... And Rimrock Knight's not that good here either. Yeah. So Slaying Fire is a thing, but I think we just pass our turn here. Unfortunately, because now they have counter magic, of course. All right. Okay. You know, I guess I'm gonna attack here. Then I can hold up all of my removal and everything. That's the plan. I think we're going to lose to the mill deck. They don't have mana up now, but I'm sure they're about to, yeah. Alright, so I think I'm going to cast Searing Barrage on this Secret Keeper and see what happens. It happens. That makes sense. Okay. We're going to hold on to this land, actually, for card drawing. So let's do this. Okay, those were a pretty good series of draws right there. Well, let's try to play Tome Raider. Okay. Let's also try to play Merchant of the Veil. Didn't say please. Our Pyromancer is still in our deck, is the good news. Right? So is theirs. So, I think we'll go ahead and do Slaying Fire on their Pyromancer. Not another didn't say please. Run away together. Okay. Sure. Not that I can do much about it anyway. The reason I don't do music on my stream is because all my videos potentially go on YouTube, where I could get a copyright strike, etc. Down to 8 cards, and they're still at 13 life. It's not really where you want them. Oh, good. Get that counterspell back. Yeah, this is the most legit mill deck I've seen so far. That's for sure. So they haven't drawn it yet. See what happens here. Alright, so I think we go ahead and attack with Tome Raider. Yeah. so we're just going to mill ourselves again. I mean, this is a good matchup for our opponent because they have so much card draw, but their deck's pretty legit, too. I mean, they just have a strong, a really strong blue-red deck, unfortunately for us. Got 3 cards left. Okay, so I can't really try to cast a spell at this point, basically, because if I do, they counter it and we're dead. So we have to hope we can somehow win with Sir Eleonora. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Yeah, we'll go ahead and scoop. Yep, didn't get that 5-0. Didn't get that 5-0, but we still have a chance at 5-1. Yeah, I'm actually not a huge music person anyway, which I know is a strange statement, but I used to like music a lot. Listened to it a lot when I was younger, and I still do like it, but it's not something I play while doing other things, I guess is what I would say. Side in all the cards, yeah. Sadly, I think their deck probably could have won even then, because they just had so much nice recursion. Okay, this is a really good hand. Witching Well will smooth out our draws, and sometimes just an aggro start with these Rimrock Knights can do a lot, so. Yeah, Eleonora, you're too expensive. I will take that opt, though. Okay, let's see if we can get some Rimrock Knight action going. Man, why does everyone have that card? It's frustrating. I mean, we're just gonna charge headlong into that. I don't imagine they take it. Okay, for a second it looked like they might, but that would be kind of a shocker. Okay, so we're just gonna leave up opt here. Okay. Gonna be a big boy later, and we don't have a lot of ways of dealing with a creature quite that large. Oh. Thank you for the follow, the Cryonic Army. Cryonic Army, maybe. Do we really want a 4th land? I mean, a 4th land does let us do Wishing Well. I guess we do. I mean, it doesn't let us pressure our opponent very effectively, but okay. Well, that's kind of nice, actually. Making Rimrock Knight unblockable feels pretty good. Okay, so I think we just attack with both of these. And I think I'm just going to leave mana up for Wishing Well here rather than play the Shield Breaker. I could play the Shield Breaker's ability, the Adventure half, to try to blow this up, but I don't. Well, I guess I could Witching Well and then see what I. Yeah, let's just do it now. If I hit a mountain, that's probably not a bad plan. Of course, it's probably what they're planning on doing anyway. Maybe I shouldn't have done it, but yeah. So they did do it anyway. Oh well, hitting an opt isn't too bad. An island and an opt. Uh-oh. I think we may have just lost this first game. He's scary, obviously. Man. Like, I want you, Searing Fire, but you're not going to help me survive Feasting Troll King, so... The good news there is, if there is any, is that I can blow up one of these foods, so he won't be able to come back unless they make more food, which, you know, is entirely possible. He needs 3, right? Yeah. So, and they still have this big boy. I'm going to need... Man, Bounce isn't even good against him, though, because... he gets all the food back if he bounces. Oh, now they have the food again. This is a nasty black-green food deck. Okay. We're gonna have to, like, 2-for-1 ourselves just to kill it, but then it can just come back. I don't think we have a choice, though, really, sadly. If they use a trick here, we're pretty much dead, so... Oh yeah, Tempting Witch can just win them the game, basically, in the near future. Yeah, I don't think we can win it either. I think you're correct. Even a Pyromancer doesn't save us. This gains flying now. Yeah, so we're dead. We started so hot with that 4-0, but I guess we did win one game against our last opponent, didn't we? So at least there's that. So... I mean, against some of these fatties, Runaway Together does actually seem good. And meanwhile, Rimrock Knight just feels really bad here. I think we need to... Yeah. Trebuchet. Yeah, I think that's all we change. Yeah, we've been lucky to run into decks where their biggest creatures were X5s that we could just kill. These things with 6 or more toughness are not good news. Alright, I think this is a keep. It's not the fastest hand in the world, but maybe it'll get a little better when we opt. Wouldn't mind hitting a Pyromancer. Okay. Is anticlimactic the Hebrew for anticlimactic? Makes sense. That sounds like a typical Hebrew word. That's based on a loan word. Opt. No thanks. Oh, good. Don't you love it when you bottom a land and then you draw 2 lands in a row? See you later, Son of Ugin. Thanks for stopping by. This will be our last match of the stream one way or another, whether we win or lose, because we'll either be 4-2 or 5-1. Okay. Tome Raider, that is. Hey! We need to resolve one of these to probably really to have a chance here. Now the question is... yeah, I mean, I think we go for it. If they have a kill spell, we're going to be mad, but what are we going to do, you know? What can we do? I'll play Witching Well first, so we can see what's going on in our deck on top of it. I'm pretty okay with drawing both of these. Right now we only have one other... well, we have 2 ways to draw extra cards, actually, so never mind. We're okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And we'll play our Pyromancer. Well, we'll attack first, actually. Then we'll play our Pyromancer. And hope it survives. A little worried it's not going to, based on their cursor. Yeah. What are you going to do? Like, I can't wait so long that, I can't wait forever, basically. Because if I do, it'll be too late for it to have an impact. So. But I kind of feel like this opponent's deck is so good that that was probably our best shot here. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and... well, first I'll cast Tome Raider. Yeah. And then... do I want to blow up one of those foods or just play 7 dwarves? I think I'll just play the dwarves for now. Food decks have been... you know, I mean, they're really good against the deck trying to do 20 damage, you know. I think food existing in Standard, you would think it would mean it would be harder for those mono red decks to function, but I guess it's working out okay for them. Ah, they cast... I was like, what? Well, well, well. So let's blow up a food. Attack for 2. And play Red Cap Raiders. We'll take 2. So, should they decide to block, I can actually kill the giant. So, I think you're all attacking except Shield Breaker. So if they block, yeah, I mean, it's going to kill my creature too, of course, but I think it's worth it. You know, no, yeah, I wouldn't have killed it. I was going to say, I should have given it trample because that would have been sweet, but wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Okay, let's hold on to this land. Yeah. Here comes another giant. Maybe I should have sided in bounce. Bounce is so good against creatures like that. Let's go ahead and rummage. Nice. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so let's attack. Play Merchant of the Veil. Not like that. I can bluff more things if I leave up blue. That is pretty funny, Servant of Evil. The adventure flavor here is interesting. It's a really important shield, okay? His adventure is called Battle Display. I mean, to his credit, you know, Merchant of the Veil, meanwhile, is all about haggling. So his adventure isn't that exciting either. We'll just take 7. Well, crap. Let's do this. Yes. That's what I was hoping would happen. Alright, so Flyers attack. We're pretty much dead. Looks like we're going to go with 4 and 2, which isn't bad. You know, 3 and 2 is enough to get back your entry fee, so we did a little better than that. We're not toast yet. We could draw incredibly well. Although they're going to gain life, so... if they do that, we are in a lot more trouble. Because we can't burn them to death. As easily, anyway. Well, at least they lost 1 life. Yeah, it is interesting. You'd think there would be 1 red card that stopped food, basically. Get to rummaging. Fortunately, I don't have a Rimrock Giant in play or Knight, which could help me deal lethal, but I don't have it, so... am I just dead if they attack with everything? Pretty close. Alright, so you're going to block that. I'm going to go to 5. Yeah, there's nothing that can save us here. Unfortunately. God. Yeah. We had a dominant first few games, and then, well, let's see what happens here. And then, got stomped our last 2 matches. Such things happen. Yeah, if you hadn't gained so much life, Searing Barrage would actually, like, do something. Take that. Not quite. 4 and 2 it is. Like I said, I'll take it. Just felt like we were on such a good roll. Like, you know, 5 wins seemed like a possibility. You know, when you start 4-0, it usually does, right? But did not get us there. Okay. So that's 24 and 14. Probably about the same win percentage. All right, so let's claim our prize. We'll open our packs, talk about what we pick, and that'll be the stream for today. I'll be back on Tuesday morning for another stream. So, Scorching Dragonfire is pretty easy here. It's a great removal spell. Efficient, kills lots of stuff, exiles it. Now, it's Circle of Loyalty for sure. That card just, you know, it's a bomb. Lets you go crazy with value. Here would be Bake into a Pie, which is probably the best common in the set. You know, instant speed, making a food, it's great. I think I would still take Bake into Pie over Charming Prince. Charming Prince is nice, but Bake into Pie is usually way more impactful. Here I think I'd go with Reeve Soul. It's a solid removal spell. It's not the greatest first pick in the world, but it is nice. It's still what we'd take. This is unplayable, basically. Unless you have like 3 Sundering Strokes, maybe. I don't know. Here I think it would be Malevolent Noble. A nice little 2-drop with some upside. Yeah. Here I'd be tempted by the Owl just because it has way, 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 way more upside than Reef Soul. But Reef Soul is monocolored and fine. I think I'd probably take the Owl just because it's more interesting, and Reef Soul's not that great. I'd probably take Yorvo now and see if I could go mostly green. I think, yeah, I mean, he's better than both of these when he's on. So another Bake into a Pie. Do you take Bake into a Pie? I think you do probably take Bake into a Pie over Sundering Stroke. It's close, though. It's just not going to be useful in every deck at 7 mana. So let's do this, even though I never use my wild cards. I wish I could give them to people because, like, how many do I have? Where do I even see that? There it is. That is a lot of wild cards, but I don't ever use them. Yeah, I would take a triple green when the upside's that high. Prince of Winners. There's a chance you don't play it, but I think it's worth it. All right, so that's it for today's stream. 4-2 wasn't too bad, and I'll be back on Tuesday, and I'll see you guys then for the stream. Hopefully we get to do a couple drafts that time instead of just one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.